Yeah, Chennai obviously defending champions and very similar team formation to what they've had in that successful time. So they'll be very difficult. They'll be confident after their first round win. So we expect a tough fight. There's no doubt about that. I think every game is always a possibility of either team winning. So in 2020 cricket, you're in with a chance. In answer to our first game, yeah, we were just very disappointing. We obviously didn't get going at all, really, right from the first over. So we've got to try and improve on that, and that's what we'll be trying to do.
Really, how difficult it is to have a new formation and then to gel it into a team. And do you agree with this re-option all the time, say every 2-3 years?
As far as gelling together, the spirit in our team's excellent. I'm sure all the franchises would say that they're all been very positive experiences and everyone's getting on well. It's them whether you can just transfer that into success on the field, and you've got to perform as an individual. I mean, cricket is a team game, but it all comes down to individuals doing their own job well, and that's what we didn't particularly do, other than Ryan McLaren really in the first game. So we need to improve in that area. It's a little bit, I think, talking to fans, it's been a little bit confusing. The first round of games, they're trying to work out who's playing where and who's in what team after having 3 years of getting familiar with people in certain teams. So, look, I was probably of the belief that I think for the benefit of the competition, it would be more ideal to have less movement, so that supporters can build an allegiance with a team and with players. But it is what it is, and with that in mind now, I've got no drama playing for Kings 11. I'm here now, and I'm really excited about being here. So it presents a good challenge and a good opportunity.
Adam, what do you think of the new format this season? One team is playing 10 matches against 5 teams and 4 matches against 4 teams. Is it fair?
Well, I think it was a wise move by the organisers not to go to 18 home and away games. That would have dragged the season out too much, would have meant too much cricket, I think. So I think it's a credit to them that they kept it at 14 home and away games. And I guess that's pretty much the fairest way you can do it. Some teams will complain about having to play, the more fancied teams twice, but it's difficult to schedule and difficult to know who the stronger teams are, who's not, and so on. But look, I think they've made a fair fist of trying to get the balance right. And as I say, the crucial thing and something they should be credited for is not just adding more cricket to it, because I think we've got to be careful about scheduling too much cricket, not just in the IPL but in the cricketing world in general. Yeah.
I don't know, were you surprised by the pitch that you got at the DY party? I mean, some of the people were saying that it was more like a South African pitch than Indian.
It was a wicket that bounced, had some big, nice bounce and carry. It offered a little bit to the fast bowlers right the way through the game. So no, I wasn't totally surprised. My experiences at that ground in general over the last few years have been that that's a bit of a characteristic of that venue. So I thought it was a very good cricket pitch. It certainly wasn't a wicket that a team should be kept to 112 or whatever we got. That was credit to their bowlers, but certainly we let ourselves down with the bat, and we know that. So I think it's a very fair cricket pitch and makes for entertaining T20 cricket.
Last match played here in Mohali is a 50-50 over match, which helps the pacers more. So what combination will you go for with your team?
Yeah, I haven't looked at the wicket yet today, and obviously we'll assess that today and tomorrow before the game. The 2 practice games we played here had some nice pace in it for the faster bowlers and not a lot of spin. So we'll have to see whether that is relayed into tomorrow's wicket. But we've got some fast bowling options. I thought the bowlers did put up a good fight in attempting to defend 100 the other night. You know, we got 3 wickets. We created a couple of other chances. We could have had them, 5 down for 70 and a bit of pressure on them. So the bowlers, I thought, strive very, very well. So we feel like we've got some decent fast bowling options, and then obviously if it is spinning, we've got Piyush, Bhargav Bhatt is in the team, a left arm orthodox. So we've got that, and David Hussey joins us tonight, so he'll come into the reckoning of playing, and he obviously bowls his off spin as well. So we feel like we've got some reasonable players to cover off whatever the conditions present.
David Hussey will be available for the match?
Well, he arrives tonight, so we'll see how he is and see how he's feeling, see how physically he is and mentally whether he's up and so on. But he's had a big week. He's just had his first child, so I'm sure he hasn't had a lot of sleep yet. Yep.
Adam, you are one of the key, apart from the captain, you are also one of the key batsmen of the side. So how are you feeling about your own form, and do you have in mind that can you, as a captain or a male player, want to come down the order or something like that? Have you thought about that?
Anything's a possibility in 2020, definitely. There's nothing set in stone that I have to open the batting. We'll always look at what's the best for the team. And in regards to my own form, I've just had the one innings, obviously, and just gloved one down the leg side, which, our practice game's up here. I was happy. I had a really good hit out in the second practice game, and feel really good and refreshed and keen to go. So I'm comfortable with that. Like any time in any career, it's about transferring it into the match situation. So, I've got a responsibility to try and get the team off to a good start and contribute to that total. So I'll be endeavouring to do that. But and as far as the batting order, as I say, we'll just look at the balance of the team and what's best for the team and the makeup of the side and make decisions from there.
Any further questions? Have you got familiar with the domestic Indian players?
I've got to know them really well, and that's been really enjoyable. Obviously learning about them as cricketers, but learning their personalities and seeing what makes them laugh and what doesn't. So they're a really nice bunch of guys, and I think everyone's blending in really well. So that atmosphere that we've created, combined with some hard work, we've got a good training session opportunity now, and hopefully that can set us up well to play some much better.